So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you on this good channel, Tabby Talks. So, today we're going to look at something very important, and that's the if function. So, first of all, when do we use if function and why do we use if function? So, generally, if function is used when you want to sort your values according to a certain logic. So, uh, here I have a sample of values. These are marks which are scored by certain students in mathematics and biology. And we're going to use the if function to calculate the grading in distinctions from D1 up to F9. So to start with, I'll first get a table and I'll get a table and then arrange these values. So I will first arrange like starting from 75 up to 100. I'll give a person distinction 1, that's D1. And then from 65, from 65 to 7, from 70 to 75 to 74, I'll give the person distinction 2, that's D2. Then from 65 to 69, I give the person credit 3. Then from 60 to 64, I give credit 4. And then from 55 to 59, I give credit 5. I give credit 5. And then from 50 to 54, I'll give a person credit 6. And then from 50 and to 0, from 49, I mean 49 up to 0, I give the person F9, no joke. So this the table that's going to guide me when I'm awarding the distinction according to the grade that I'm going to get using the F function. So to start with, of course, I have to select one of the cell that's going to display the results of the function. So, and that's going to be E16. And then I'll go ahead and type equal sign to start a calculation. So here I'm going to say if function. I'll write the name of the function. Then I'll start by opening the bracket. Then from there, inside the bracket, I will start the first logical test, and that's going to be as I'll get the first. So here I'm going to first calculate the one for biology. Students who scored in biology as follows. So the first on the initial value in biology is going to be 56, which lies in C16. So I will say C16, and then if C16 is greater than, so I'll say if it's greater than 75, then I will say comma, I open the quotes, and then I'm going to give the person D1, then I cross the quote. Then I go ahead and open another another logical test, and then I put value if false. So here I'm going to say if open bracket C16 is greater than. If C16 is greater than, now from 75, I say 70. Then I'm going to give the person distinction 2. Then I cross the what? The code. Then I say comma, then I open another if. Then I open the bracket, I put another logical test. If C16 is greater than, is greater than 65. 65, then I put comma, then I'll give the person credit 3. Then comma, I put another if. I put the logical test if C16 is greater than 60, this time 60, comma, open quotes, I give the person credit for. Close the quotes. Then I open another logical, another function. If false, that is if that does not satisfy what I want. So I say if C16 is greater than, in this case going to be 55, then comma, open quotation. I'm going to give this person credit 5, then if that one does not satisfy what I want, I say another if, open bracket, if C16 is greater than 50, comma, I'm going to open the quote and I will say that's going to be, I'm going to give this person credit 6, then I close the quote. And then from here, I think I'm almost done. Then I open, I have to check another function if the other one does not satisfy my need. So I'll say if C16, now in this case, any values from my table below, any values below 50, that's 49 up to 0, I give the person F9. So here I'm going to say if C16 is less than 50, then comma, I'm going to give this person F9 because he has been joking while others are reading and got F9, so he has to go and do other things at home, meaning math, biology is not for him. So I'm going to say anyone going below 50 is going to be given F9. Then I have to close the code. So as I said, remember in the previous videos about functions, we said here, whenever you open a parenthesis or whenever you open a bracket, you have to close with a bracket. So we're going to count and see how many brackets we have which are open. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In other words, you can also count how many if function have we open. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to close with 7 brackets. So I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And when I do that, it means my function is complete. So in this case now, before we go further, if we can analyze our function, you can see our function satisfy all the needs. One, it starts with equal sign that tells Excel that we're doing calculation. The second, it has a function name, that is the if function. Thirdly, it has the parentheses, that's open and close the parentheses. And then we have the parameters inside the brackets. And in this case, these are the logical tests, like if this does not satisfy this, then bring this. So after that, let's go ahead and command and see what we get. So I press enter on the keyboard, then I'll get C5. C5 meaning 56 is C5. When I go in my table down here, see 56 will be in the range from 55 to 59, and the value I'm going to give the person C5. That's why you see C5 here. So what about these other values? I don't have to calculate now I don't have to write the function for each individual values here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the cursor at this angle, the right angle bottom, and then the cursor will change into a plus, and then you click and drag. That's drag outside selection to extend the city. That's what we call the fill handle. So I'm going to drag outwards, and then from there, all these other values will be filled. So as you can see, these varies or these guys have been awarded grades according to how they have been performing. We have grade 5, we have F9, we have grade 3, and then yeah. So what if I change some values? Maybe I made a mistake and instead maybe person A, which is Alex, he didn't score 45, he scored 80. He's a good guy. So when I change that, automatically in the grading, it will change to distinction 1 because it's automatic. What about if B, that's Baraka, he scored the 80 instead of 30. So when I type 80 instead of that, I also get distinction 1. What about Jen? Jen was also a smart girl. She didn't got F, she did not get F9. Instead, she got, did a mistake or got 7.5 or 7.8. So that one goes to distinction 1. What about Francis? Francis got 70. He's a good guy in biology, got 70. So I give him 70. That one gives him what? Credit 3. Yeah, what about if he goes 71? If he goes 71, oh, he goes to distinction 2. So this is how we do this is how we do this, especially when we are dealing with the if function. We said that the if function helps to determine or to sort the values in different logic, and we have seen how that is done by calculating, by awarding different grades to students who performed in accordingly in biology. And yeah, that's it. So for now, I want to tell you guys you can use your on random numbers, or you can go in your field. If you have data in your organization or in school, you can use it to calculate the grade of different things, and then or you can use the function to do whatever thing you want to test the logical values if they satisfy what you need. So for now, I want to end here. We shall meet in the next video as we try to see different functions, and then otherwise you can go and register to our website and get more videos related to Microsoft Excel formulas and function and more videos. So for now, let's stop here and we meet in the next video.